Hey, Phantomaniacs, and yo, Joe, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel, brought to you by Audible Interlude, a G.I. Joe podcast, available the first Friday of every month, wherever you get your podcasts. Today, I am finally taking a look at the new Battle Android Trooper from the G.I. Joe Classified series. Now, I say finally, and that's a little ridiculous because this is really still very early in this product's distribution. Uh, don't pay scalper prices. I lucked out. Hasbro Pulse put them up for sale on, I want to say January 5th, alongside the Alley Viper, which I already reviewed here. Please go check that review out. Like, subscribe, share. Um, and I also got Boba Fett and Fennec Shand. So they dropped some product that was in stock and not pre-order, and I lucked out and got in there, but it took a very long time for the bat to get here. I'm recording this on the 26th, so 3 weeks later. And normally, when I order in stock items from Hasbro Pulse, it's here in like 2 days because there's a distribution facility here in Atlanta. So I think there were some kind of issues, but it's here now, and that's what matters. And I'm very, very excited. This is one of my most anticipated classified series figures so far. I have always loved the Battle Android Trooper. I think it's my favorite Cobra Troop. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure if like I sat down and really put the thought into it, this guy would be my favorite. And there are a lot of reasons for that. One of them is that you can use them in cartoons and just kill them all over the place, and it's fine because they're robots. Androids. So anyway, it's here. Let's take a look. Beautiful packaging. We've got the battle damaged portrait on the front and center here. You can see that's included as well. And then on the side, just a little cool, weird Android art going on. Close up of like an extremely battle damaged one. Just really nice, draws the eye. Love this packaging. We've got this clear panel that goes over the side to cover the bat's specialties. And the bats are really good at geography, throwing stars, punching, and building castles. And of course, if you want to see the actual specialties, go to gijoe.com. But I really love this, but this is going away in Hasbro's attempt to reduce plastic usage. Single-use plastic is no good, and I'm in favor of that. We'll talk about that more once we get into the next wave of figures that will have this new packaging. So I'm a big fan of this packaging, always have been. On the back, we've got, this is one of the last figures that will have the original style backing. I'd still like to see a cross-sell, but I understand that's not something that Hasbro does. So let's open this guy up and check it out. I am so excited, you guys. I hadn't even planned on doing this review today because I've got some other stuff coming in tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. And I like to sit down and knock out a few reviews at a time if I can, but I can't wait. I've got the big, beautiful Cobra symbol in the background there. I can't wait to open this guy up. I had to do it today. The anticipation has been so high. Look at all of the accessories in this tray. This is very impressive. This is also one of the last $19.99 price point G.I. Joe Classified series figures. But look at everything that they've packed in here. Very impressive. So, got our backpack. We've got a couple of different chest plates. We've got a couple of different portraits. We've got all of the arm attachments that you know have to come with your Battle Android Trooper. This is so exciting, you guys. And I love, I liked the sort of sci-fi update that was initially in the Classified series, but I do at this point have to admit the basically modern Real American Hero look is where it's at, and really what I wanted from the start. Now, I'm not saying I want a literal 6-inch version of those characters, but this is more faithful, and I gotta say, this is good stuff. All right. So let's take a look at our Battle Android Trooper. Now, obviously, I just mentioned, it's fairly true to the Real American Hero look, but I think we need some context for that, don't you? So here we go, an original Battle Android Trooper from the Real American Hero line, and you can see just how faithful this guy is. Color wise, this one is actually, because they released these bats in yellow and in orange, and I do have both, but my orange one has some repro parts back here, so I was too ashamed to bring it out and show you, although I just told you about it, so I don't know what I accomplished there. But I do like that the colors on this one are kind of between the yellow and the orange of the originals. Now, this was, if you can see, the lenticular chest plate on this guy was one of the big features for me when I was a kid. I just thought that this was the coolest thing in the world to have this. So anyway, you can see the comparison there. We'll set this guy aside now. And then there have been, of course, more recent updates to the bat by way of the 25th anniversary line, the modern line. And you can see that the sculpted chest compartment is something that started here, and we've got a clear panel on top of the sculpted interior workings, which is, they made an interesting decision here that there's no clear panel, but you can just leave it exposed like this. And then we'll get into the accessories in just a second. I want to take a look at our articulation here. We've got some really nice butterfly joints on the shoulders. And I realized I really do kind of need to run through the motions a little bit with the articulation on these, a little bit more than I used to. We do have double jointed elbows, if you were wondering. They're just built really nicely into that robotic sculpt. I feel like it's boring to run through the articulation too much, but I do need to give everything at least a little bit of a pivot or a turn or whatever, because after I did my alley viper, and see that is really snug right there, so we're going to leave that alone for right now. After I did my alley viper review, I realized his ankles were super duper loose, and he actually has a lot of trouble standing up, and that's something that I should have pointed out in that review. The Bat does not have that problem, however. He's got really nice ratcheting ankles, double jointed knees, all the articulation we've had, but I do need to be a little more thorough about giving that articulation a test run when I'm doing these unboxings, because I do want you guys to know. Oh, and another thing about that Alley Viper, I swapped the shins, the left and right shins on the Alley Viper, and I like it a lot better now. I just used a hairdryer, heated it up, popped it right off, switched the feet as well. Like I took the foot off, put the left shin on the right, put that foot back on, so the feet are correct, the shins are just swapped, and I think it looks a lot better. And we're not here to talk about the Alley Viper. We're here to talk about this fantastic Battle Android Trooper. You can see the neck has a joint at the base and at the top. Really nice robot helmet, inspired by the look of, really Cobra Commander. Obviously, it's streamlined, it's a little bit different. But anytime I see any kind of face shield like this in G.I. Joe, I think, well, that's, it's a Cobra Commander-y look. So this figure looks absolutely fantastic. I don't think it could possibly be any better. Look at this. We've even got on the back here. Wow. Look at this deco. We've got a little bit of silver right here in this panel. And then up top here where we've got the plug-in for the backpack, we've got all these pistons and everything with a nice silver coat. Just beautiful. All of the different textures that we're used to in the G.I. Joe Classified series, you can see across the uniform here, which, why does an android wear a uniform? Why not? And then he's got a little bit of business over here that, again, is straight from the original figure. Now let's take a look at the accessories. We have the alternate head with the battle damage, the exposed eye right there. Looks really nice. This is why I'm going to need two of this figure, because their looks are different enough that, and look, you can even see there, so this is the black outer helmet, and then underneath that color, that silver or gunmetal really, well, it doesn't quite match the arm there, does it? But it's meant to be similar. Wouldn't it be nicer if those two colors really like matched perfectly? It would. Yeah, and it's not terrible, but that would have been a nicer look, I think. But I still do love the attention to detail that they do have this gunmetal underneath the black helmet. Really nice. And then we also have a chest panel that covers up, because why wouldn't you cover up the inner workings in some way? Chest panel looks pretty good. I honestly, I don't know. I do like it like that, but I want to see those inner workings. Fortunately, there are options, and we'll get into those in a minute. And then we also have a battle damaged chest panel to go with that battle damaged head, which let's go ahead and swap that out right now because I would like to see. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. Nice big ball and socket there. So you don't really have to worry too much about breaking a peg or anything like that. Okay. So now we've got our battle damaged battle android trooper. Like I said, it's a different enough look that I want one like this on the shelf as well. And look at that nice actual cutout right there where you can see underneath. Very cool. We have an update of the original backpack. Now this one's a little bit different. If you look at that original backpack, you can see shape-wise we're looking at the same thing, but I kind of understand why they didn't want to make it quite as broad at the top. So what we have is we plug in right here, and we've actually got a lower profile storage system, which I have to say I do like because, I mean, look at this guy and look at how high up all his stuff is. It sits a little high on the figure. I do feel like this is an aesthetic improvement, and it's not quite as wide. Uh, I like this look because what we have is storage for, and you can do this however you want. The laser gun can hang, or whichever can go wherever, but you can hang the laser gun right here. I like the idea of having the robot claw, which it would have been nice if this was articulated, but it's not, so that's okay. I always like the idea of the robot claw kind of sticking up over the shoulder and looking menacing right there. If you're not going to put it on the bat, which I tend to, it's my favorite part of the bat. So I do tend to put it on the figure, but if not, I like it kind of looming up over the shoulder, looking creepy. And then finally, the flamethrower attachment. You can just pop that right in there. And I don't know if there's necessarily I mean, there's no such thing as a proper way to do it, but for display purposes, I can't think off the top of my head online in photos what they have going on, but this is fine, whatever. And then, obviously, we get the excitement of let's pop that hand off and let's give this bat, well, I've got to give him the claw. I mean, like I said, I love the claw. It's my favorite, and it just looks awesome. It's so very like 60s villain, right? I just dig it. So you've got a really nice long claw arm going on there. And then that hand, so you don't lose it, you just plug that hand right in there. Now, this is an interesting difference because obviously these attachments pop off at the wrist, whereas on the original figure here, it's a little higher up. So you've got a little more part going on there. All right. So, oh, and then we've got, yeah, this is wild, huh? So the original bat has a pistol right there. But this, being a figure that comes out in 2022, has a pistol and a holster, a functioning holster. So it is a detail from the original figure that they have improved upon. And I think that's fantastic. I'm having a little trouble getting the pistol into the holster here. There we go. So that's great. And it's on the left side because this is the hand. Now, I don't know if this, yeah, look at that. So you can have a flamethrower on his left hand. I love it. Just throw that in there. Even though the hands are in the wrong sides. I don't care for the purposes of this review. Oh man, what a menace! You have a flamethrower and a hook going at the same time. Got his pistol going on over there. This is a fantastic action figure, you guys. But wait, there's more, because I ordered from JS. Is it J? Oh, it's Jay's Armory. One per case on Instagram. You can go check them out there. I ordered some clear chess pieces that we're going to check out right now. So go check out Jay's Armory. They come in packs of 5 because my son is going to want at least one bat. I want 2, and I'll maybe send these other 2 to Christian and Noel from Audible Interlude because I believe they've got bats coming as well. So if you take a look at this piece, it's a nice, clear, 3D printed piece of plastic. It's not crystal clear, but I don't need it crystal clear. All I need is for it to sit right here and be a clear panel. Let's see here. Am I doing this wrong? Or is this one broken? Uh-oh. Oh, this one is broken. No, it's not. No, it's got the little tab right there. I'm just not getting it in. I'm not getting it to seat quite right. So let's try putting it in at the top. And then get that tab seated at the bottom. I think I got, yep, I got it. Okay, so here's why I like the look of the 3D printing, because a lot of times when you get 3D printed stuff, you can see those lines in it. A lot of times that doesn't look really good. But in this instance, it almost gives it that lenticular look that the original figure had. I like it. It looks really cool. And I got to tell you, I'm not really big on customization or on finding extra parts to plus up a figure or whatever, fix up a figure. I don't really like to do that stuff. I like my figures to be how they came from the factory. But in this instance, this is how. Well, I'll put the regular head on this one, but I'm going to display the regular bat with the non-battle damaged head with this chest plate because I think that looks fantastic. I really like it. He's got Jay's Armory has a number. Oh, and also got a little bonus thrown in too. Look at this killer pistol and a little walkie-talkie that came with my order. I think that's really fantastic. Okay, so Jay's Armory, they've got a lot of different colors of this plate. They've got one with a cobra emblem printed on, well, it's sculpted. I mean, it's all 3D printed, but like sculpted into it. Lots of really cool stuff. So go check out One Per Case on Instagram. That's Jay's Armory, and get yourself some bat parts. And there's a lot of other stuff on there as well. That now that I've seen how well this slots into place and how good it looks, I'm going to go visit them again and see what else they've got in there. So you guys, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things. Be patient. Don't pay scalper prices for your bats and alley vipers. And check out Audible Interlude the first Friday of every month. We've got a new episode coming up very, very soon here.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.